Hey there, I'm Sam with Tennis Express, and today we're reviewing the head radicals for 2025. We've got the MP and the Pro. With me is Sebastian, one of the biggest hitters we have at Tennis Express. Sebastian, let's get right to it. What are your thoughts on the new Radical Pro for 2025?
You know what? I think they're both great rackets. They both have great controls. It's very complete. I feel like the Pro, it's a little bit heavier, so for sure if you're a little bit stronger, I will say pick this one, but if you feel like you get tired throughout the match, I will probably go for the regular MP.
I think for me, I was surprised I had a little bit more success with the Radical Pro this time around than I did on the previous version. I felt like it was a little easier to play, that swing weight a little bit more manageable for my game. I think you'd still call it a control racket, but a little bit more comfortable for me to play and not as fatiguing overall. Sebastian, so give me an idea, what was your favorite shot to hit with the Radical Pro?
Actually, my forehand, which is a surprise for me because I usually hate my forehand, but with this racket, it was just so easy and smooth.
I thought you were gonna say your backhand. Your backhand, I think you missed like 3 in the entire play test. So did one of them give you more spin than the other one?
Definitely the MP gave me more spin than the Pro, but I just feel like I had more control with the Pro.
Absolutely. As far as recommendations go, the Radicals continue to be really versatile. For the MP player, I would recommend somebody like 10.6 ounces, maneuverable. You need a racket that's just all around solid, pretty good in a lot of areas. If you're seeking a little bit more fine-tuned control and you can produce your own power, I'd give the edge to the Pro.
Absolutely, I agree with you 100%. I feel like if you're trying to control and you can generate your own pace, you definitely go for the Pro. But if you struggle and you feel like you need a little bit more help on that, I'll go with the MP.
Awesome stuff, Sebastian. Thank you so much for joining us on this play test. I'm still kind of sore from that beating you gave me, but thank you so much, and we'll see you on the next play test.
Amazing, we'll see you.
So for a spec check on the Radical MP, we've got a 98 square inch head, a 16 by 19 string pattern, and that 10.6 ounce unstrung weight. The MP has a medium flex. For the Radical Pro, we've got a 16 by 19 string pattern, 98 square inch head. This one's got an 11.1 ounce unstrung weight for a little bit more stability. This one also about a medium flex, so a good balance of power. Hey there, we're back with Alex. Alex, let's get right into it. Radical MP and Pro. Let's start with the Pro. What were your thoughts?
I really liked them, actually. Usually I'm not a head radical guy. I've played with some in the past, liked them a little bit, but this one, it really fit my style more, I think. I found myself getting pretty good depth on a lot of my shots, and it was pretty comfortable, so I was very happy with that.
So I know you've played that 11.1 ounce spec before. Can you talk about what that does or doesn't do for you on the court?
So I like the 11.1 spec rackets. It just seems to add a little bit more weight and like punch behind the ball without having to really force the racket through the air. You know, with some lighter rackets, you do have to get a faster swing speed just because there's not as much, weight behind the ball really. So with the heavier 11.1s, I just find it easier to hit power when you need it, as long as you can handle that weight of the racket.
Yeah, fair point. As far as recommendations go for the 2025 Radical Pro, who do you think is the ideal player there?
So that's a trick question actually, because this racket it's pretty easy to use, even though it is a 315 gram racket. So if you are a player who has your fundamentals down, you would like control, you like power, and you want a little bit of both in a heavier form, Radical Pro would be a good choice.
Who would you recommend ideal candidate for the Radical MP?
For Radical MP, I'd say it's a really good racket for someone who is kind of just getting into like competitive tennis. They're maybe using, like a lighter, oversized racket or a more power-friendly racket, and they want something to kind of dial in their control and their precision.
Yeah, good point. So that's the Radical for 2025, MP and Pro. You can demo them today at Tennis Express. Alex, thank you so much for joining us on this playtest. We'll see you soon.